This tutorial is for first grade, Module 4, Lesson 15. In this lesson, we're going to see how knowing our single-digit addition facts can help us add greater numbers. For example, my first problem is 5 plus 3. And you can see that we have a group of 5 sticks and 3 sticks, and that gives me a total of 8 sticks. I could find that by counting on if I needed to. I could say 5, 6, 7, 8. Or the students might just know from previous work that 5 plus 3 is 8. Now let's see how that transfers to the problem 15 plus 3. Well, in 15, I have a group of 10 and a group of 5, and I'm adding 3 more to that. If you think of when we added 5 plus 3, that gave us a total of 8. Well, here, when I add 15 plus 3, I get 8 ones as well, and I combine that with the original 10. So that means 15 plus 3 is 18. Moving on, now I'm going to add 25 plus 3. Well, 25 is made up of 2 groups of 10 and then 5 more. And once again, I'll combine my 5 ones with my 3 ones. That gives me 8 ones, and then my 2 groups of 10. So 25 plus 3 is 28. In the next problem, I have 35 plus 3. Well, now I've got 3 groups of 10 and 5 more that make up 35. I'll combine my ones. So I have 5 and 3 together make 8. Combine that with the 30, and I get 38. The pattern that we want the students to see is that every time we're adding 5 ones to 3 ones in our numbers, we're always going to end up with 8 ones. So it doesn't matter how many 10s we have, because we have 5 ones and we're adding 3 ones, we're going to end up with an 8 in our ones place. Here's some more examples. We're going to start by adding 8 peanuts to 4 peanuts. Well, when I look at my group of peanuts, I know that if I take 2 peanuts out of the 4 and combine them with the 8, that will give me 10 peanuts, and then I'll have 2 left over. So 8 plus 4 is 12. In the next problem, I'm adding 18 plus 4. So I have my group of 10 and 8 that make up the 18, and then 4 more. And I can follow the same process. I can take 2 peanuts from the 4, combine that with the 8, and I get a group of 10. I'm going to add that to the original group of 10. So now I have 2 10s and 2 1s left over. In the last problem, I have 28 peanuts, and I'm going to add 4. So I'll take 2 peanuts from that group of 4, combine them with the 8. That gives me another 10. So now I have 3 10s and 2 left over. So 28 plus 4 would give me a total of 32. And again, that's the pattern we want the students to see, that every time I have 8 in my ones place and I'm adding 4 to it, I'm going to be able to make an extra 10, and I end up with 2 in my ones column. We're going to do the same thing in the next section, only we're not going to use pictures. So let's start with 6 plus 2. Well, 6 plus 2 is 8, so we'll write that down first. Now I'm adding 16 plus 2. Well, if I look at my ones place, I'm still adding 6 plus 2. So I know I'll have an 8 in my ones place, but I still have that 10. So 16 plus 2 is 18. Now I'm going to add 26 plus 2. I still have 6 and 2 that I'm adding in my ones place. That gives me 8. And I had 2 10s to begin with. So now I have a total of 28. Here I have 36 plus 2. I'm going to add my ones, so I have 6 and 2 that make 8. And then I had 3 10s this time, so I have 38. In the next row, I'm adding 6 plus 4. Well, 6 plus 4 is 10. Here I'm adding 16 plus 4. But when I add my 6 and my 4 together, I get another 10. I'll combine that with the original 10. That means I have 2 10s, or 20. Next, I'm adding 26 plus 4. Well, 6 plus 4 gives me another 10. I'll add that to the 2 10s that I already had. That gives me 3 10s in all, or 30. And here I'm adding 36 plus 4. So I combine my 6 and my 4 to make another 10. Add that 10 to the 3 I already had. That gives me 4 tens, or 40 altogether. So again, knowing those single-digit addition facts can help us with some of this greater addition. And in the last section it says solve the problems, show the one-digit addition sentence that helped you. For example, in order to answer 23 plus 6, I can think first of 3 plus 6, well that gives me 9, and I still have 2 tens, so the answer is 29. So 3 plus 6 equals 9 is the one-digit addition sentence that would help me solve the first problem. The next problem is 27 plus 6. Well, if I know 7 plus 6 equals 13, that can help me solve 27 plus 6. When I added 7 plus 6, I made another 10, and then I had 3 ones left over. So I know I'm going to add another 10 in here, and I will have 3 ones left over. So 27 plus 6 is 33, and 7 plus 6 equals 13 is the problem that helped me figure that out.